You like this movie? Okay, so let's talk about the Monster Hunter movie before we actually get started with reacting to the video, because I've seen a lot of reactions of people being like mega offended, like, oh my god, my Monster Hunter lore and all of that jazz. And it's like, look, here's my thoughts on this whole situation of the Monster Hunter movie. My thoughts on it is like this: if you can't enjoy, if you're not the kind of person that can enjoy just like a popcorn flick, which is just, it's a movie that's an excuse for you to go out with your friends and, you know, eat some popcorn and hang out for a bit. That's what I look at this movie like. I'm not looking for this movie to be like this transcendent experience. As a matter of fact, I don't think I've looked at a cinema movie to be like this mega thing pretty much since Star Wars, what was the first one, The Force Awakens, the first of the sequels or whatever. Like, I was expecting to be wowed by that one. I really was, because, you know, Star Wars is something that I've loved since forever. So, you know, even the prequels, like, I still enjoy the prequels, despite the fact that I know a lot of people don't like the prequels. It's whatever. You know, the original trilogy is my favorite, right? But like, I was ready, I was excited, I was hyped, I was like, oh, this is gonna be the best thing ever. And then I come out of it and I was like, turns out it was a popcorn flick, and it was a bad one, actually. It wasn't even that great. Like, I guess The Force Awakens was okay. Which one was it? Rogue One. Rogue One is amazing, though. I loved Rogue One. Rogue One is like the best movie that the Disney guys did. It's the best one, and it's really good. I love that one. Rogue One, I love it. I don't care. I know that there's a lot of people don't like it. I don't give a fuck. But, you know, and it's like all of the other Star Wars movies, when I went to watch them, it was like I would go to my friends and be like, hey, dude, you ready to watch this goddamn train wreck? You want to see how bad this train's going to explode and derail and go to shit? And The Last Jedi was exactly that. It was just like explosions. The train was derailing. There was like food flying out of the train. There was body parts flying out. That's exactly what The Last Jedi was, because it's a shit movie, and anyone who disagrees is wrong. That's fine, though. It's fine. But, you know, ever since then, pretty much every movie that I go to watch on the cinemas is a popcorn flick. It's just a popcorn flick. That's all I go there to watch. I don't expect movies to like be this big thing that's going to change my life, this amazing experience that I'm like super excited for. And I feel that those are the expectations that a lot of people are playing on the Monster Hunter movie. And it's like, that's not the way that I look at it. Monster Hunter movies I just want to go there to watch cool CG. Like, I don't really care. I mean, it's with Mila Jovovich, who is the lead in most of the Resident Evil movies. Like, I already know that it's going to be just like an action flick. It's just going to be something that you go there, you eat some popcorn, and you enjoy it, and that's it. That's it. You know, I'm curious about it, so let's take a look at this, shall we? So there's a bunch of videos on the Sony official website. Not website, on their official channel. I'm assuming that the first one is this teaser. The Monster Hunter Black Diablos official. Oh crap, it's a Black Diablos. I haven't watched any of this at all, by the way. I haven't watched any of this at all. So this is gonna be completely fresh. I saw something on Twitter with them talking to developers or whatever. That's the only thing that I've seen. So let me take a look at this. Wait, whoa, that is like 16 seconds of teaser. So let's pause the music here.
What the hell is that?
On our 6!
Holy shit.
On our 6!
Fire with that little pea shooter. That little pea shooter is gonna kill Black Diablos. Good luck. And by the way, this is not a Black Diablos. Okay, let's just get this straight. Because you want to know why? Because look at what it's gonna do. Look. It jumps out and it's not charging at anyone. That's regular Diablos, not Black Diablos, okay? Black Diablos jumps out and goes like, rah, rah, just like attacking everyone, carting like half of your team. That's what Black Diablos does. She doesn't just like jump off the ground, like brah, and roars. Every now and then she does do that, but it's like, I mean, let's face it, Black Diablos jumps and charges forward. That's what Black Diablos does, right? That is hella good though. That's a really good model. That's a really good model. The sound effects appear to be the exact same ones used in the game, with a little bit of digital masterization for, you know, Hollywood. But yeah, that looks hella good. Holy shit. Wait, let me see. Does it yeet a car? Our Black Diablos doesn't have that skill. Wait, that's not... Is that the same monster? I can't really tell. I think it's supposed to be the same monster because they only wanted to show... Yeah, Black Diablo's official teaser. Doesn't it seem like it's got a lot of stuff on the side? I guess they painted some of the parts on it, because if it was just black, it wouldn't look as good on screen. Because, like, you know, Black Diablos' wings are black, right? And if you look at this one, it's got quite a bit more of color around it. It's to make it look better on screen, basically. That's what it is. It's to make it look better on screen. Whitewashing? God damn it, Wada. Why you gotta be so toxic, dude? Okay, so this was the teaser. Okay, let's take a look at this. Making the film, Monster Hunter writer-director Paul W.S. Anderson sat down multiple times.
The critical decision we made early on was the animation on the Diablos. I wanted to show you some of the shots so you can see what you saw in Tokyo and then what we've changed.
It looks very, very close to the game.
Great. So we have a comparison.
That Rathalos looks hella good.
From the movie and the Rathalos from the game.
Dude.
With the Pact of Apkaros, you guys made something that he wasn't able to do in the game development, so he's really happy to see that. And you
Wait, was that the handler?
So we discussed, so he's really thankful, really impressed.
If we can deliver for you, we can deliver for the fans.
I mean, look, Ryozu and what's his name? I'm terrible with names. It's
and then
my
what
bad.
we've done was the
Ryozu and Kaname, they appear to like it, and they're the ones who made the game. So, you know, here's who I would like to see direct the movie, but that's just because he's my favorite director, right? The only person that I would like to see direct pretty much any movie that I would want to watch, like, you know, a movie that I would want to sit down and actually watch for the story and for being amazing, is Quentin Tarantino, because he's like my favorite director, pretty much. Like, my favorite movie of all time, Reservoir Dogs. Reservoir Dogs is my favorite movie of all time. Like, you want to talk about a good movie with a good story and lots of really good scenes, like, it doesn't get much better than Reservoir Dogs. But the thing is, Reservoir Dogs, I don't think is the type of movie that is a blockbuster hit. That's the thing, right? And what they want to do with these kind of movies is have blockbuster hits. And quite simply, the type of movie that I like is most likely never going to be a blockbuster hit. Like, another really great movie by Quentin Tarantino, probably most of you have never even heard of, 4 Rooms. 4 Rooms is an amazing friggin' movie. But it's like, it's not a movie about monsters, right? You know? Imagine Samuel L. Jackson on that cannon yelling at Diablos. That could be amazing too. Hey, man. Samuel L. Jackson does start in a lot of Quentin movies, so, you know. I'm tired of these motherfucking monsters in this motherfucking world. This won't be a blockbuster hit. I don't know, dude. Monster Hunter World sold 10 million copies. Monster Hunter World sold 10 million copies, dude. I don't know. We'll see. I'm going to watch it. I'll tell you right now, I'm going to watch it. Got to appeal to the mass audience. Yeah, I really dislike that they have to put in some random U.S. Army dudes. You know what? I think the Monster Hunter movie would be cooler if they didn't try to put it into current times, right? And, you know, and try to make it real. I think it would be cooler if they were just take place in the actual Monster Hunter world. Like, you know. So basically, this was just for them to
critical
look at the
decision we
monsters,
made
not
early
the
on was
story,
the
though.
animation on the Diablos. We wanted to show you some of the shots.
I think
so you
Diablos
can
is
see what
really
you
well
saw in
animated, though.
Tokyo, and then what we've changed.
Looks very, very
And they
close
give
to
you
the
the
game.
the
Very,
side-by-side comparison there. It does look very similar. I mean, they probably have the 3D models that they worked with in the game, and they just made, like, you know, higher resolution renders of them and added additional detail. That's what I would expect. So it's not to be too surprising that Diablos looks quite similar.
Looks very, very close to the game.
Great. So we have a
Dude, but Rathalos is legit, dude. You can't tell me this Rathalos is not legit. Look at that.
So we have a comparison, the Rathalos from the
I want to see its face, though. Do we have one that's not, like, shaken up? Dude, look at that. He's a lot darker, though. He's way darker. Now, supposedly this is some kind of, like, special Rathalos that's connected to, like, an ancient civilization or whatever. But I feel like Rathalos is too dark. He needs a little bit more color. But that's the Hollywood look, right? It's like it's gritty and gray and brown and green.
Rathalos
But he looks hella good.
from the movie and the Rathalos.
We better get Basil Goose. See how this one's much more colorful? And you can say, oh, but it's the lighting. I don't know. It looks too dark. I wish it was more colorful. But I guess it probably doesn't look too well. Making it darker probably makes it look more
From the
realistic.
game.
Dude! And look at how big he is. Look at how much of a beefy boy he is. Like, you want to know how big he is? This is a person. You know what I'm saying? This right here is a person. This is a Rathalos. That's a gold crown right there, boys. Anybody needs a gold crown Rathalos? Oh, what if the Shadow Titan 91? What if he is Dread King Rathalos? Wait, it is Dread King, right? Is it Dread King? I forget. I think it is Dread King. No, what's the name of it? It is Dread King, right? Yeah, I'm not making it up. My terrible memory for names. Whack him with a stick, dude. I'd go in there with my sword and shield, and then smack on his legs right there. Boom, boom, boom. Yeah, I've heard that Mila supposedly flirts with the Meowscular chef. It's got to be awesome. I'm surprised they're even including the Meowscular chef.
Come on!
With a pact of
What kind of a bomb is that? Like,
Come on!
what is this? I need to understand what this is. Because, like, if you expect to do a lot of damage to a Rathalos, you got to be really confident in whatever the hell that is. It's the T-virus? Dude, wouldn't that be bad? You'd make, like, a zombie Rathalos? That just make things worse. It's a baby nuke. Yeah, it is a baby nuke. Like, what kind of explosive they have on this, dude? Giving Rathalos COVID. I don't think this is a remote. It might be, but I don't think so. It looks like some kind of an explosive device for sure. See, in here, he looks a lot better than in that other shot because he does have these red bits. Looks a lot better. What a badass. I can't wait to see Rathalos just destroy stuff.
With the pact of Apkeros.
Apkeros coming in. Drink a little bit of water. This dude right here is thinking like, oh, hell yeah, dude. I guess meat's back on the menu, boys. He pulls out his BBQ spit and he's like, dun 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 dun. And then Mila goes, oh, so tasty. Forget she used the fire dual blades against the Rathalos. She did? I haven't seen that part of the trailer yet.
You guys made something that he wasn't able to do in the game development, so he's really happy to see that.
So this is the handler, right? she looks just. It looks like she's got the exact same gear that our handler has in game. Look, she's got the little goggles and stuff. She definitely represents the handler, straight up.
Happy to see that. And you incorporated so many things that we discussed, so he's really thankful, really impressed.
Wait. This guy's cheating. He's cheating! You can't carry around a bow and a great sword. What do you mean? Guys, this is cheats, hacks. Dude's hacking. He's straight up hacking. Like, what is this? And why is he so pissed off when he puts his greatsword down? It's like,
Impressed.
I'm mad. Now I'm gonna draw my
We can
bow.
deliver for you. We can deliver for the fans.
It's a blast arrow, and you got a proc on the first shot. That bow must have a lot of blast. Only in theaters, December. Okay. Let's see. Wow, number 15 on trending. So there's two trailers. There's the normal trailer, and there's the official trailer. There's the international trailer. I'm not sure why we need an international trailer, but okay. I find it so weird that these companies still operate under this thing where it's like, well, it's going on the internet, but we need an international version. People can watch the different versions. Like, who cares?
Captain, do you have any idea what those markers are?
They look pretty ancient. The tracks end here. It's definitely Bravo team.
They don't just disappear.
What the hell? That's an Elder Dragon that's doing that. It's Kushala the Aura. No, wait. Lightning? Oh, please don't.
Where the hell are we?
Oh, no, dude. Is this really the plot? They get teleported? Did they really? Oh, no, dude. Why? Why? No. Why is it always a goddamn portal, dude? What the hell does isekai even mean? I don't know what that means. Oh, man. I'm not gonna lie, that does disappoint me. I'll still watch it, but it's like it's just isekai is another world in Japanese. Okay. It's like, I mean, come on, why you got so weird? I guess it would have been better if it was like, you know, just start in a village, in a Monster Hunter village, instead of having this military setting. Just start it in a modern Monster Hunter, not a modern, but like a Monster Hunter village. Just pick a setting. Like the world of Monster Hunter is so rich, right? It's so rich, despite the fact that many people don't really come to Monster Hunter for the lore. But like, it's so rich. There's so many avenues that you can take. You can make a village. You can just like, you know, you can accompany a party of hunters. There's like a million things that you can do. Why do we need the U.S. military? Okay, now I'm a little bit more disappointed. Because like, if it was the monsters were appearing in our world and there was like some kind of, it's literally a portal that takes them into the
Disappear.
It's like the Bermuda Triangle of Monster Hunter or something.
Where the hell are we?
That lightning, it hit those markers and it took us somewhere.
They're in the New World.
Guys,
So what? Are we like Guardians of the Galaxy now?
on our 6.
Yeah, bros.
Diablos.
Holy shit.
Did you see that thing? Come back!
This is officially above my pay grade.
I don't care what those creatures are.
Oh my god, they were falling! No! They're herbivores!
I'm getting a
Gormagala! I remember you guys telling me Gormagala was in there. She's gonna clutch and flinch shot him, but she doesn't have a wall. She doesn't have a wall for the flinch shot. Like, what is she gonna slam him against? Against the plane? Because you see her grip the clutch claw, not the clutch claw, the slinger. So she's probably gonna try to flinch shot that Rathalos, but she's not gonna be very successful because there's no walls nearby. Like, look, there's nothing there. But you're gonna slam him against the ground? It doesn't work. Maybe she'll kick him in the head, point his head downwards, and then slam him into the dirt. But yeah, you guys were right. The dual blades thing, it's pretty dumb. That shows that the people that are directing the movie have no idea. That's like, oh man, let's make flaming swords. Flaming swords are cool. And also, why the hell are the swords like heating up when she strikes them together? Is she entering demon mode? Is that what she's doing? International trailer has less footage because this one's 2 minutes 30. The international trailer is only 2 minutes. Want to know the real reason they are in the army? Check your Discord. If you have the U.S. Army in your movie and they are shown in a good light, the U.S. Army will offer to fund most of your costs. Oh. I mean, hey man. Money talks and bullshit walks, right? That's the way of the world. Is that how it works, Wada? Wada would know. I heard people saying they were mercenaries, though. Maybe they are, but it's still, you know, they get teleported in there. They're iron dual blades, not even, I don't think they're iron. They look like bone. That looks like bone to me. From the coloring of it, at least. Yeah, see, it looks like bone. Or maybe they are iron, but they're yellowed out because she's charging them up. But I don't understand the point of charging up the blades for the fire thing. Okay, what monster is she? Wait. That's not fire. As lightning. It's just yellow lightning. Hey, if those are lightning dual blades, it's valid. Rathalos is like 2 stars weak to lightning. They were fire before, but now they're lightning. Maybe she was changing the element. Like, look, this is clearly lightning. This is not fire. It is Rathalos she's fighting, though, right? Let me... It's completely out of focus. No, it's Rathalos. This is the eyes. This is his black beak. Yeah, she's fighting Rathalos. Yeah, the color scheme, you can tell it's Rathalos. So, but is the element fire? That's the important thing, because like you see these zappy boys, these aren't flames. Say it again, if they were prepared for Gormagala, but Rathalos surprised them, even then fire is valid. Yeah. I guess it's the demon mode. So it's not fire, it's demon mode. She's charging up demon mode. Because, I mean, this is essentially the same animation that you do for demon mode. Right? I'm not a dual blades main. But this is the demon mode animation. And then in comes Rathalos, takes down the plane. I'm the only one who can fly here. Big mean Rathalos. Wait, what? That was almost like subliminal messaging. Look at that. Boom. Play has no limits. Like, it's like 3 or 4 frames. Like, what the hell? Why is he so big? According to Gaijin Hunter, he's like some type of greater Rathalos. And so he's connected to some ancient civilization, whatever. He's kind of like different from regular Rathaloses. That's a really long neck for a Black Diablos. That is a really long ass neck. I'll give him that. Then again, we usually don't see Black Diablos neck pose. No, I think that neck, that's like giraffe Diablos. Giraffe levels of Diablos. Now let's take a look at the international one, see if there's anything different. Oh yeah, there's new footage in this one.
Captain.
What'd you find?
It's definitely Bravo team, but the tracks end here.
They can't just disappear.
Where the hell did that come from?
Back in the vehicle! It's gaining on us!
What the hell just happened?
On our 6!
They landed in the Wildspire Wastes. Hello. Can you imagine just like if Black Diablos could speak, she would jump out of the sand and be like, which one of you boys wants to fuck me? That's the first thing Black Diablos would say. She would jump out of the sand and be like, which one of you boys wants to fuck me? Because I'm in heat.
How did we get here?
Okay, wait, whoa. I noticed something. What's that? And why is there lightning around it? What's that? Oh!
We are not your enemy.
Okay, dude, listen. Here's another thing, very important thing, okay? Listen. On a scale of human to hunter strength, the strength of a hunter is comparable to the Hulk, as well as their resilience if you take into consideration that they don't actually die, they just get knocked out. And then they get carted off by the Palicos. So the strength of a hunter is like that of the Hulk. So him attacking Mila here, he should have just destroyed her. Like, not even a contest. Like, you see the thing where she just parries him? Like, watch, she's gonna parry. Right there. This, both arms broken and Mila against the wall. Minimum. That, her ribs fly out of her rib cage. Straight up. It's like, dead. Because that's the strength of a hunter in Monster Hunter when comparable to a regular human.
Stop!
We are not your enemy.
And it looks like this hunter
Soldiers.
either doesn't have a village.
But we need weapons. Gotta tell me about that.
Oh, dude, there's the sand ships. Rátalos.
If we can get
I
into
didn't
their
know about
world,
the sand ships.
we can get into ours.
My God.
Dude, look at Rathalos tear that plane apart.
You with me?
Okay, the international trailer is way cooler. It shows a lot more stuff.
Holy.
The international trailer, way cooler, dude.
How did we get here?
And here's the interesting thing. People can say the only reason Mila lost was because she was wounded. She's wounded. You can see that she's like, see how she's got blood and stuff there? People are going to say, oh, that's the only reason Mila lost. She was wounded. If she wasn't wounded, she'd have beat the shit out of that hunter. Like, you're right. Then again, there is another reason. There is another reason, which is hunters, they train for fighting monsters, like large monsters. They don't necessarily train for hand-to-hand combat against other humanoids.
Stop! We are not your enemy. We're soldiers.
Give me a hand!
But we need weapons. Gotta tell me about that.
Dude, this ship is legit, dude.
Gotta tell me
I
about that.
always love the sand ships.
What happened to your family?
I guys remember what was the monster in Monster Hunter 4? You guys know I'm terrible with names. What was the monster in Monster Hunter 4? The one that you start with? Is it Jan Moran? Dan Moran was the Jan Moran, exactly. I still remember that. Look at the old noggin still working. I really like that fight. That fight is fun, in my opinion. Jan Moran and Daran Moran. Yeah, see, I even said both of them. Dude, my brain is it's in perfect working condition, dude. You know, the one fun fact, the movie plays in the New World. We see familiar faces, but it has Gore Magala, where in World he's nowhere to be seen. That is a good point. That is a very good point. Rurikhan, we train to fight and throw each other. Yeah, we do that. We do that, but not necessarily to engage in close quarters combat with other humanoids. Hunters are just straight up freaks in nature. They wield weapons bigger than they are. Yep, pretty much. Brand new brain.
If we can get into their world, we can get into ours.
My God.
Dude, that scene is hella
Into
good.
ours.
Like this scene right here of Rathalos just tearing the plane apart. Look at that. He just like ripped the wings off. It's like, that is legit. Then again, I just love watching Rathalos being a badass.
We gotta get home. You with me?
It's just like I said, my opinion remains like I came into this with the whole thing about, look, it's a popcorn flick. You can't take it too seriously. I am already kind of like, the trailers were enough to disappoint me on like the overarching plot, which is like, there's portals. They teleport you places, and it's like, yes, about that. It would have been way cooler to just have a village, and then have like a quest. And particularly if you're going to be using Gore Magala, like the virus storyline is potentially one of the best storylines in Monster Hunter, in my opinion. You know, because, you know, the monsters go crazy and stuff and whatever. So that's pretty cool. Are you saying women can't be stronger than men from another world? Sexist. Okay, I'm sexist. I'm not saying women can't be stronger than men. I'm saying that if you take into consideration the fact that the men from that world hunt monsters, wield weapons bigger than they are, and if you just like look at the source material, hunters are as strong as Hulk. I don't think Mila Jovovich, especially playing the role of a regular human, is supposed to be able to just parry a Hulk punch. But that's just me. Have the characters be out of the Monster Hunter universe. Yep. That's at the end, a setup for the next movie. Really? You think Gore Magala is going to be for the next movie?